Hey, what's good, YouTube family? Listen, I gotta warn you about something. Well, not warn. I gotta give you an update on something that's going up with the channel, but YouTube as a whole. It's not my rules. I don't come up with these, but I know how you guys react, so I gotta let you guys know. YouTube apparently is changing a lot of more rules. With this rule now, they're changing the dislike button. You will no longer be able to hit the dislike button. Now, I know a lot of you trolls are probably like, I'm celebrating, I'm probably excited and happy. Then you don't know this platform or know who I am. I'm going to explain to you why I'm not in favor of this new change, nor you should take my words as fact as far as why I think YouTube changed all of it, because I'm going to break all that down. I want you guys to hit that like button, share this video so we could start this video the right way. And just remember, this is my opinion. None of these are a fact nor the basis for you to be enraged about something, because I work for YouTube. I understand that, but I'm not in the boardrooms or meeting rooms. These are just opinions and feelings. But let me proceed to smoke a broccoli. YouTube, they emphasize the word smaller creators they're trying to look out for. You might think my channel is a big channel because of the subscribers, but it's just because I'm a smart dude and I know how to build a subscriber base. But at the end of the day, I am part of those small YouTubers or whatever. I remember multiple years being on YouTube, not even getting over 1,000 subscribers. And then when I got over that hunch, every time I kept trying to grow, there were other domino setting factors that YouTube didn't look out for so-called creators. They made it so easy for any troll to get rid of you. And I don't want to say they as in YouTube, but let me say it better and articulate better. With the tools and the resource that was available for a creator to speak towards with YouTube for a problem, it was not the most convenient source of, resource you can use to establish some type of help. Then next thing you know, your channel is deleted, terminated, based on some false flagging or whatever. I mean, I learned how to navigate through that, but I should have never have to learn. Well, I don't want to take that never part, because one thing about YouTube, it teaches you how to grow through a lot of hurdles. That's one thing. You can cry me a river, but for every YouTuber who's crying about losing a channel or a platform, a lot of us lost multiple of those. So I did learn how to navigate myself through that. So losing a dislike button, what does it does now? I think it's gonna, in all reality, make the dislikes go all-time high. First of all, let's get that part out the way. One thing about people, they don't like being controlled, nor does the creator. I think my platform, I'm not going to say it's the only platform. I kind of let a lot of shady things go, and that can hurt your brand. A lot of people think I'm taking down comments, and I told them I put down the new resource YouTube have, hold for potentially offensive, comments, and YouTube holds them. Now, did I really want to do that? No. But if I don't do that, YouTube will disable your comment sections, thus causing you to lose more money or whatever it is you got going on, views, subscriber base. I mean, who wants to go on a video where you can't socialize within the same people who like your interests? You know what I mean? So it was a lot of things like that. So with this one here coming about removing the dislikes, what about the creator's mindset of knowing what the people like and don't like? Now, they say in the YouTube studios, we can still see the metrics. But I feel like, what's the point of that? I want my work to be seen, even the one that the people don't like. I like letting it be seen. I can't control it. First of all, I get like almost 98% of likes. You can check your analytics. We're in a high percentile. So I never really complain when I see like a whole mass swarm of dislike going on the video, because I know my supporters, my followers, even guests will look at all the other videos and that and know, oh, it's a hater that did that. It's people who are pissed off based on what I said. So those things are kind of good too for a creator. When you take that off, where's the ingenuity of knowing that there are people out here who don't like your work? That kind of motivates you to work harder, I look at where I've risen to in this YouTube sector or whatever you call it, bro. Like, I was already here if I didn't lose the channels, but then I got to look at myself. You know what I'm saying? So the dislike buttons used to just make me pay attention that people are paying attention to you. If somebody go out there with, because I know me, if I don't like a video, I'm not going to hit the dislike button. Some of you guys did cause YouTube to do this for yourselves, but let me get this part away. This is why I think YouTube removed the dislike button. I think they removed the dislike button because of big companies, you know, allegedly not liking the voice of the people being heard. And the best way for the voice of the people to be heard is sharing your dislikes, which mean publicly clicking on it and wanting that count and that number to be accounted for and to be publicly viewed. So when you take that away, it's like, damn, what's the point of even going on this video if you're forcing me to like a video I didn't even click like? You know how people are going to different and see a different side of people not, you know, accepting and being part of the go get along. I understand that aspect too. So that's why I never really complain about people clicking on the dislike video. You'll see me do multiple videos where I'm talking smack to my trolls. I know how to handle my trolls because it's just a grown man and woman that has an ambiance about themselves that makes them perpetuate this fake fan who's a hater but who's really a stan of yours, and they want to keep following you. Everything you do every day, they wake up, breathe, and live. They stalk your platform. Understandable. Those type of people, I can see why people would say that's needed, but I still would disagree. I still don't think that's any reason to take out the dislike button. It's like real life. You're forcing people, and I don't know how to properly say it, but you're institutionalizing them in a way of being indoctrinated into a different way of living than what's norm to them. You know what I mean? It's like I have to be forced to like everyone's ideas. Even if I disagree with it, I have to agree with it against my will. So it's not just freedom of speech. People feel like it's at a point where even spiritually and physically, it feels like you're being forced, you know, to go along with the go get along. And I feel like even though I'm a content creator that got a lot of trolls who hate on my platform, I know the support I get. This is strong. So you like to see those numbers to be shown so it can be an organic feel. It's not an organic feel anymore when big companies are now, you know, allegedly forcing people to get rid of X, Y, and Z that's hurting their brand or whatever. Like Nintendo, I know the other day, it's kind of funny that Nintendo, I forgot what video game they just released, had the most dislike ever, and then this comes too. Just like a lot of company brands, maybe they're tired of it. They know people are not going for the theatrics, you know what I mean? Because this is a movie and we all have a role to play. Well, these are bad actors over here from these big companies, allegedly. So, you know, a lot of things feel, you know, staged to a point where, you know, that's why I have to do a disclaimer of everything in my opinions, because I follow the YouTube guidelines, but it's to the point, man, you don't even really know what's really appropriate anymore. Even if you're following the guidelines, you being a Southern gentleman that I am, I feel like what's gonna be said in a respectful manner would be deemed something else because somebody somewhere is complaining, and I feel like it's a alleged agenda that, and you can't say anything. So I have to formulate an opinion base, even though if we all see what's probably going on. So removing the dislike buttons, I think even on this video, the dislikes are going to be high because you can't make everybody happy. And that's the great part of life. I can't make everybody happy, so I'm not going to waste my time getting mad if one of my videos did have a whole lot of dislikes. It's life. It's life. People are watching you. Why are you complaining? If that person have time to hit that dislike, trust me, whoa, they're going to come back again to hit that dislike multiple times over and over and over again. This is facts. It's facts. So you're doing something. I know it's cliche, but you're doing something good for that individual to keep coming. The part where YouTube should be striving and doing their best to protect YouTube creators is on false flags and false copyright strikes and all that, or helping us when we do the not retractions, but I forgot what it's called. So that we could put the ball in their court. You feel me? That gives them 10 days to remove it. Now, I haven't had none in a while. You know, I know how to handle myself now on YouTube when it comes to these false and all that. But what about the YouTuber who has 2,000 subscribers and they're trying, because I remembered that. They're trying to get their platforms up and they put a whole lot of time, maybe even 2 years to get those 2,000 subscribers. That's the story they don't share to you. And then here comes one of their so-called personnel, former friends who don't like them no more, and they'll do anything to bring them down, and here comes a false flag. How come I don't see anything handling that part? I doubt it if you ask any content creators what would they want YouTube to help them with. I'm pretty sure the dislike button would be on the bottom of the list, or if not, not even on the list. So I don't know why they said, and now they're assuming to care for small content creators. I've never really seen YouTube. I'm not gonna say they don't care for small content creators. I don't want to put the wrong words out there, but I'm just telling you my time on YouTube all these years. I've never seen YouTube really care for the little guy. I seen the little guy get, you know, BS'd on multiple times, even by bigger creators, even by a Joe Schmo nobody who doesn't even have a channel, creates a fake channel, and they've created, I mean, thank God I learned how to overcome that, but I can't teach a lot of people how to overcome that. So a lot of people don't have this game, how to override these fake flags or whatever, and they end up losing their channels. So YouTube, I feel like, what about the prohibitions and all these things to protect content creators and the small ones you claim you care about? I'm just throwing the ball in your court, YouTube. I like what you guys do. You guys change people's lives. Take care of people. Salute to y'all. But take care of your day ones and your people who go hard for y'all. And they do this as a livelihood, or they do this even as a hobby. There's still time is the essence and a value. Even if you don't get paid on YouTube, but if you're up on YouTube, that's time. Time is consuming to the point you start calculating how much you wasted or how much you put the good usage. So I feel like taking away that dislike button is throwing a lot of domino effect, and the whole universe is going haywire right now. Well, the YouTube universe that is. And I don't know if this deliberately to do this. I know that advertisement money is real good based on the numbers of what they pay every content creator out here. So it's like, damn, I mean, money do really talk. It's not, I can't be shocked. Money do really talk, and BS really do walk. So at the end of the day, YouTube is just gonna look out for themselves, which I understand. I'm in their house until somebody creates, you know, a platform where people have more lax rules, you know, and more chances to really be a content creator. Because I feel like if we're content creators, we need to be like the Picassos of the world, and the ingenuity that happened back then. We don't have that anymore. We're conformed into this robot type, like computer like people. So everybody you speak to is all the same. They're not function differently anymore like society used to be. It's just a go get along, you know? It's like we're back in kindergarten, educational purpose, and we're in a straight line walking to the cafeteria, or some people say DFAT, and you're just walking in that line because you're so conform and institutionalized. That's what's going on. So until, you know, somebody creates that type, or I mean, where you're just somebody who's complaining, because at the end of the day, YouTube is for YouTube. I guess they can do what they want because it's their business. That's like me going to McDonald's. I work for them, and I want to change and liberate the workers. Or like that. That's just crazy. Well, I'm in somebody else's home, and I've never forgot that. All my time on YouTube, I make sure to understand. At the end of the day, whether I'm a content creator, a YouTuber, a blogger, or just a dude on YouTube, at the end of the day, this channel and everything belongs to YouTube. Everything about it is for YouTube. The rules and everything must be followed because it's for YouTube. I understand that. I didn't understand it back then, and I went against the grain. And then I tried to not understand it even when I understood it, and I still kept losing and losing because it was not YouTube causing me to lose. It was the people. YouTube made it accessible and easy for people to do that, and it'd be your own kind who take advantage of that moment. So YouTube, you know, unfortunately, some people don't know how to adapt. I adapted. I learned how to navigate over that BS. So that dislike button is going to cause a lot of people not to be sufficient on YouTube anymore, a way of proudly thinking, and you know, that's what make you become a person that people want to see, because you've handled yourself. You pass all this test to become this so-called, you know, personality. And now without the dislike button, it's just everything feel like a charade. And now I'm going to be compared with everybody else. I feel like, damn, where's the competitiveness? Where's the creativeness? Like, there's nothing unique about you anymore. With that dislike button gone, it's like, man, everything is generic. You know what I mean? It just, I'm not going to say what's the point, because we do get paid and we do get paid. But at the end of the day, it's like that, you know, I still take being a creator something serious. So it takes that that drive a little bit down. Like my drive is still gonna be high because I love doing this, but just to know they're forcing all these intricate and natural organic things is like, what else, man? I mean, first it was that, then it was the other thing, then it was the other stuff. Now it's this with the dislikes. What is it tomorrow? So some of you guys might be cool with it, but you gotta ask yourself, what else will they keep changing and doing like this? I mean, to the point, our hands are already tied, man. Look, I'm your God bless one. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, whoa. Look, I only could do what I could do, man. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Share this video on YouTube and all throughout the spectrums of YouTube and their partners out here, just to let people know what's going on, man. Blessings.